In this segment, I'm going to demonstrate how we would use a munter in an actual top belay situation and use a mule overhand to escape a belay. All right, so the scenario is I've climbed up to the top of this pitch. I'm on a pretty comfortable ledge here, so I'm not too concerned about falling. I built this anchor, and now I want to anchor myself into this anchor. All right, so I'm going to identify the shelf of this cordelet setup, and I'm going to use my climbing rope. I'm tied into this end here and clove in to this shelf. So see how that is, how easy that is to clove in, and how easy it is to adjust the length of. Really handy way to make myself safe with a clove into the shelf. All right. Now I'm going to tie. Now I'm ready to pull the rope up, get it tied on my climber, and then set up the belay. Now with all this orange rope going on in here, I'm going to release this personal anchor for the sake of clarity in this demonstration. All right. So I've clothed myself in. I'm safe. I pull up all the slack. Okay, got all the slack out. I'm tight on my climber. That's me. All right, thank you. Tight on the climber. I'm going to build that munter. Drop the load in. Put an outside twist in. Lock it. On belay. Climb in, climb on. So see how quick that was to set up the belay. Super secure belay. So now the climber is climbing. I'm keeping the tension out of the knot. Keeping control of this rope. He can climb really fast. Okay, and it's easy to keep up with that climbing. All right, now the climber's fallen, or for some reason, he or she is stuck. They fall. Now notice how this, again, this hitch is going to flip, because now we're pulling down this direction. The rope isn't going through this direction, now wants to go through that direction. So it flipped. It's secure. This is my brake. Now I want to escape this belay. I want to lock it off to go hands-free. Now this is pretty easy with this setup, with this munter. I'm going to back this up with a, lock it off, I should say, with a mule hitch. So the way the mule hitch works is I put an outside loop, okay, maintaining control of the brake and keeping these strands next to each other. I don't want to put the loop in this way. You know it's wrong when I have the strand of rope between these two. So the strand goes to the outside, keep these next to each other, take another bite, pass it through this twist, and then tighten it up, cinch it up, all right? So that is, and then pull some tail out here. So that is the mule hitch. And I finally finished this off by tying a overhand knot on this tail around the load. Simple overhand knot. And cinch that up. All right, so now I have a munter mule overhand, MMO. I've locked off this munter. I can go hands-free. That's good the way it is. And I can go do whatever I need to do. This is often called baseline in the guides world. All right, so munter, mule, overhand. And to release this system, perhaps the climber just needs to be lowered back down to the ground. It's easy to do. I'm going to take this overhand back up to the mule hitch, mule knot out. All right, this is my brake strand. Keep control of that. Pull the brake strand out. Okay, catch it, so I don't want to lose any distance through here and scare the climber. Pull it out. Now we're back into our standard munter, and I can simply lower the climber back down to the ground. Okay, no extra work. So the munter is very handy. It works very well in this application. I often use it in this application as opposed to a gree-gree or a belay plate or plaquette, some other devices. This works really well. So that's the munter mule overhand.